everybody, Matthew Meyer, the author here, and today I'm going to be reading a book from one of my own children's books called Raising Hare-Meet, Marlin, and Martha Mouse. This is the third book in the series of only 3 books I was able to put together due to financial reasons, and I got busy with other projects. So I'm going to be reading this one because it's the only one I have. The other 2 were sold out. So. One day, when Peter C. Hare was getting a glass of water from his kitchen sink, he noticed that the water coming out of his faucet was dirty and brown. "Uh-oh," he said, "I better go see Marlin and Martha Mouse about this." His nephew, little Boppy, was already hopping toward the door. When they arrived at the cave mines where Marlin and Martha Mouse lived, little Boppy raced inside, ahead of Peter. "Little Boppy, wait!" Peter cried. "Stay by me, it's dark in there." With the help of lights that hung from the ceiling, Peter and little Boppy managed to find Marlin and Martha Mouse's house. The 2 mice were standing outside. They both spotted Peter and little Boppy and waved. "How's it going, guys?" Peter said. "It's terrible," Marlin cried. "Those evil raccoons built a pipe by our water factory, and contaminated water is flowing out of it and into the fresh water stream." "Wait till I get my hands on those raccoons," Martha said angrily, waving her frying pan she always carried. "Don't worry, guys," Peter told them. "We'll stop them." "But how?" Marlin asked with a worried look. "They're really tough and they scare me." "Don't be so frightened all the time," Martha told him. "You gotta be tough yourself." "Let's go to the water factory first," Peter suggested. They walked into a tunnel that was so dark, Marlin and Martha had to turn on their helmet lights so they could see. Suddenly, Randy and Larry Raccoon appeared from within the tunnel. "You're not going to spoil our puns this time," Randy exclaimed. "You want to bet?" Martha said. She threw her frying pan right into Randy's head. Clunk! Ow! Little Boppy bounced over and started jumping on top of Larry. "Hey, knock it off!" "Okay, little Boppy," Peter said. "That's enough." When little Boppy stopped, the 2 beaten raccoons bolted into the deep, dark tunnel. After a while, the 4 animals came across 2 minecarts. These were special minecarts because they had engines built into them. Each one was used like a car. "If we use the minecarts," Marlin said, "we can get to the water factory faster." The 2 mice hopped into one of the carts, and Peter and his nephew hopped into the other. They sped down the rail tracks toward the factory. Just then, Peter turned around and saw that Randy and Larry were following them in their own minecart. Randy had a big rock launcher on his shoulder. "We're gonna blow you straight into the rocks," Randy yelled. "I hope we don't run out of gas," Larry said. Randy took out a rock, but the animals ducked. Randy shot out a rock and the animals ducked. He shot another rock, but Martha swung her frying pan and hit it into the raccoon's minecart. It knocked out the front light so Larry couldn't see where they were going. He turned the steering wheel too soon and they crashed into the side wall. "Oh," they both groaned. The 4 animals finally arrived at the water factory. The factory was Sherwood Acres' main source of fresh water. There was a stream that flowed into the factory. It had 4 pipes going into the walls and branching off into little pipes. The little pipes went into houses and gave the animals fresh drinking water. "There's the raccoon's pipe," Marlin cried, pointing. A big gray pipe stuck out of the dirt wall. A green murky liquid flowed out of it and into the clean water stream. The stream was flowing into the water factory. "We have to plug up the pipe," Peter told them. "You're not plugging anything." The animals turned to see Randy and Larry yet again. Randy was still clutching the rock launcher. "Please don't shoot," Marlin yelled. He dashed behind the boulder. Randy shot a rock, and Peter and Martha jumped out of the way. The rock landed hard into the pipe, plugging it up. The dirty liquid stopped, and clean water began flowing into the water factory again. "Oh no," Randy cried. "Archie's gonna kill me." Martha flung her frying pan, and it hit Randy in the head again. "Oh, will you stop that?" Randy shot another rock, but Peter kicked his back, and this time it flung the launcher out of Randy's hands. It smashed against the boulder that Marlin was hiding behind. Little Boppy hopped over to Larry and started jumping on his head again. "Hey, would you stop that already?" "Let's just get out of here," Randy said to Larry. The raccoons raced out of the cave mines. The four animals cheered. "I'm so glad there's fresh water again," Marlin said. "No thanks to you," Martha told him. "The only thing you did was hide." Peter laughed, and they all headed back to Marlin and Martha's house, with little Boppy bouncing all over the walls. And that's Raising Hare-Meet Marlin and Martha Mouse. There should be an audio version of me reading it in the future that I'll put up, so look forward to that, and look forward to other projects that I'll be putting up, like videos and audiobooks and whatnot. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again for following me and supporting me through all this, through all the stuff I do. So I'll see you later.